Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my brows from start to finish, where I shape them, how I shape them, the tools I use, and the products that I use. And then I'm also going to show you how I get rid of the peach fuzz on my face with one tool that I absolutely love. So before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram. I will put my Instagram handle on the screen as well as in the description box. And let's jump into the video. So I've not done anything to my face yet. I haven't done any kind of skincare, nothing, because we are going to get rid of all of the peach fuzz on our face and we are going to shape our brows. And we are going to be using this bad boy. So this is a face razor, and I believe this brand is called Twinkle, like the Twinkle Razors. I will link these down below. I get these off of Amazon. I know that you can get some from TJ Maxx. Ross might have some. I know like Target and Walmart has like their own version of these, but I have found that the Twinkle Razors from Amazon work the best. Like I feel like the blade itself is really sharp and it does the job. I have a lot of peach fuzz on my face and especially on top of my lip. I used to get my lip and my eyebrows waxed, but since finding this years ago, I haven't done either of those since. So we are going to go ahead and get started with this. Normally what I like to do when I do shave off the fuzz all over my face, I normally like to put like an oil on my face or something for the razor to grab onto other than my skin. But I don't have anything. The thing that I've been using recently, I've just been dabbing the micellar water on my face from Garnier. So that's just what I've been doing. I do recommend using some kind of face oil. So I'm just dabbing some on a cotton round, and I'm just gonna be dabbing it on my face where I will be shaving my face. I'll try to get in close as I can so you can see, hopefully you can see. But I basically just start on one side of my face and they're really easy to use. It's literally just like a face razor. You just do little downward motions and hopefully you can see I have really light hair. But do you see that? All that peach fuzz, that is what we are getting off of our face today. And if you do have scabs or acne on your face, I just suggest going around those because I have cut myself. I've got a scab right here, so I'm going to avoid that. But I basically just do this all over my face. Definitely more so in the areas that have a lot of hair. I also use this to shape my brows. So I will show you how I do that after I am done with the rest of my face. Oh, yeah. I started doing this probably 4 years ago. I've also noticed a difference though that when I do this, I feel like my makeup glides on a lot smoother because my skin is smoother and it just, I don't know. I just love having that smoothness on my face and not having to worry about hair. Now this is something I don't do this every single day. I only do it when I feel like it's necessary or where I feel like the hair is kind of grown back pretty fast. But it's definitely not an everyday thing. I'm done with my face. Now we are going to do the brows. And when I do my brows and I shave them and shape them, I like to take my spoolie brush and I brush my hairs down. I do that so I can see the natural curve to my brow. And this is how I also fill in my brows, is I always push my hairs down. And then I just take the Twinkle razor and I start kind of high up and I just gently come down and I just shave to where the curve is, to where the natural curve of my brow is, just to get any hairs that are just up there, hanging out, shouldn't be there. But that's literally all I do to the top. And then I'm gonna brush my hairs up and really focus on brushing the tail end of my brow up, because now we're gonna go in like this. We're gonna clean up under the brow. You really wanna go slow and steady, because if you don't and you rush it, you could easily take off more hair than you'd want, and you can take off important hair, and you could have like a bald spot, which, you know, thankfully we can fill in, but we want to prevent that as much as possible. And then with just the middle of the brows, I just carefully, again, because I don't want to go too far in, and I just do it very slowly. So that is that brow. That is all done. So we are going to go ahead and do this side now, and we're just doing the same thing. You really want to take your time. I've been doing this for a long time, and this is my favorite way to shape my brows, clean them up, and it's cheaper than going to get waxed every, what, 2 to 3 weeks when you can just use a Twinkle Razor. I think you get a pack of 3 for, I think it's anywhere from $8 to $10, I think. I could be wrong, but like I said, I will link it down below if you want some Twinkle Razors, because I really, really like them and really like this brand. Okay, so now my brows are fully shaped and shaved, and my face is shaved. So I'm gonna go finish my skincare routine, wash my face, put all my moisturizers on, and then I'm going to do my makeup. And when I get to the step where I do my brows, then I will pop back on to the camera and show you a more in-depth of how I do my brows, because most of the time I just do my brows off camera and I never really talk about it or show you how I do it. So that is what I'm gonna be doing in just a second. All right, we're back and we're going to do the brows now. I'm going to kind of show you just in depth how I do my brows and what I feel like works best for me. If you are a beginner and brows scare you, they scared me once upon a time. I didn't start filling my brows until after high school and I went into college. And if you are a beginner and, like I said, it scares you and you don't really know what to do, a good alternative to like a brow pencil or a brow pomade. I actually haven't used a pomade yet, so those kind of intimidate me, but I do want to start playing with those. But a good product to use for a beginner, in my opinion, would be a eyebrow gel mascara. And an even better product would be one that is tinted. So I actually have the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This one is tinted, and it just gives your brows a little bit of coverage, and you can fill them in a little bit, but it's not hard to use. It's basically like you're using a spoolie and just brushing out your brows. But a gel also keeps them in place, and it helps them not to, you know, go crazy throughout the day. I don't use this all the time, but I do really like this. If you don't want to use a gel, I do recommend the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is very easy to use. This is one of the first brow products that I actually used. It's very easy. I like it. It's $2. You can find it at Walmart. You can find it at Target, but I like to shop e.l.f. at Walmart. The Essence is another cheap brand. I think the gel was maybe $3. Since I've been doing my brows for, I don't know, 4+ years now, I've developed a way that works best for me and that I actually like. And I use eyeshadow. I use an eyeshadow palette to fill in my brows. 2 brushes that I want to mention today is the Morphe R44 Brush, which has a spoolie at the end, and then it's got the angled definer brush. I don't know exactly what this brush is called, but it is a more defined angle. And then the Essence Eyebrow Brush. So Morphe is a little more expensive than the Essence one. The Essence one was, I think, only a couple dollars, maybe $3 max, $4 max, but you can find this at Ulta. I really do like this. This is what I was using before I started using this. And now I use this because I like that it's got the spoolie attached to it. Just like when we shaved and cleaned our brows, we're brushing our brow hair down. I'm gonna try to get as close as I possibly can. So I'm brushing my brow hair down. And then I'm using the Milani Soft and Sultry palette. I take the shade After Hours, which is the second to darkest brown in this palette. And this is the color that I use. I really do want to find a single shadow of just a really good brown color that I can just, it'll just be easier to pack with me when I go on trips. I have to haul this palette around every time I go somewhere because I don't have a single shadow of brown. So if you know a good single shadow of just a brown, let me know. Okay, but I'm basically going to be following the curve of my brow. So that is what I'm going to be doing. You want to go slow and steady. I always try to start with less product on my brush. You can always add more and it's harder to take away. So now that we've done that, we're going to brush our hairs up. And then we are going to fill in the bottom. And you're basically just following the bottom part of your brow. Just follow the natural curve of it. But that is that brow done. And then I'm just brushing it, making sure that it's all blended well. And then we're just gonna do the same thing to this. And once you fill in, once you line the bottom part of your, brow, then you just will start filling in your brow. So I'll show you on this side. And I always try to do the front part of my brow with a light touch. And those are my brows. It's seriously very simple. It's not hard at all. I actually really like the eyeshadow method, but like I said, the eyeshadow tends to wear off during the day. So, but that's how I do my brows. I've had quite a bit of people like ask me how I do them, what products I use. So I thought it'd be a fun video to film and share with you guys. Like I always do, I will have the products and the brushes that I mentioned in the description box below if you want to check them out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!